Welcome to this explainer. Okay, if you're anything like most people, your weekend probably includes that totally exhausting, deeply dreaded Saturday cleaning marathon. You know the exact drill, right? Waking up, looking around, and realizing you have to spend the next 3 hours scrubbing, dusting, and organizing a home that has literally been silently accumulating a heavy layer of mess for 7 straight days. By the end of it, your back aches, you're utterly exhausted, and, well, the house looks great for maybe 2 or 3 days. But inevitably, by Thursday, you're right back to a state of low-grade chaos, surrounded by clutter and dreading the upcoming weekend all over again. As your guide today, I want to show you a completely different, much gentler approach. We're going to look at how Japanese women have mindfully run their homes for generations. They achieve a permanently, effortlessly clean space, not by using better mops or harsher chemicals, but through tiny, intentional 3-minute habits scattered naturally throughout the day. Okay, let's dive right into our roadmap for today. We'll start with the end of big cleaning, introduce the Kaizen philosophy of prevention, walk through the mindful morning and evening checklists, and wrap the whole thing up with an actionable 14-day starter challenge. Section 1. The end of big cleaning. We really need to stop and question this massive weekend intervention we're all so used to doing. Why do we accept that our personal sanctuaries have to descend into barely functional chaos before we finally step in to fix them? Think about the typical Western approach, the Saturday cleaning marathon. It's highly intervention-based, and honestly, incredibly exhausting. You wait for a disaster, you clean hard, you recover, and the cycle just repeats. Think about how much of your weekend is stolen by this. It never actually ends because you're always cleaning up after a problem has already taken root. Now contrast that with the Japanese approach, 3-minute habits. This is entirely about prevention, and as a result, it feels almost effortless. Sure, nothing dramatic happens on day 1, but by day 30, your home stays perfectly clean without you ever feeling like you've done a dedicated, sweaty cleaning session at all.
Section 2. Kaizen, prevention over intervention. To make these permanently clean, effortless homes possible, we have to fundamentally shift our mindset and look at the cultural philosophy behind it.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how the concept completely reframes our relationship with our homes. Kaizen means continuous improvement through small, consistent action. Applied to the home, it means you don't maintain order through massive, exhausting bursts of weekend effort, but through tiny, almost imperceptible daily actions that stop problems before they even begin. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't wait for your teeth to decay before you finally spend 3 painful hours at the dentist, right? No. You prevent the decay entirely with just 2 minutes of brushing every day. Kaizen applies that exact same logic to your kitchen, your living room, and your bathroom.
Prevention over intervention. If you take only one single thing away from this explainer today, let it be this quote. If you spend 3 minutes wiping a counter today, you actively prevent a whole week of sticky grease and crumbs from hardening into a frustrating 30-minute scrubbing job on Saturday. Preventing the accumulation of mess completely eliminates the need for massive, draining weekend interventions. Section 3. The mindful morning checklist. Japanese homemakers understand something absolutely crucial here. The way your home looks and feels in the first 30 minutes of your morning sets the psychological tone for your entire day. A reset, tidy home makes you feel capable, clear-headed, and calm, while waking up to a messy home creates a heavy, low-grade anxiety that basically shadows you until you go back to sleep. 10. That is the magic number. This entire morning reset takes under 10 minutes total. And the absolute beauty of it is that it's spread across things you're already doing anyway as you naturally get ready for the day. You don't have to carve out a massive block of time. You just stack these tiny habits right onto your existing routine. Let's meticulously walk through these 4 simple morning steps. First up, make your bed immediately. 2 minutes tops. Not after coffee, not after scrolling on your phone, immediately. It firmly signals to your brain that order has been established. It's your first small win of the day. Second, open the windows for 5 minutes. Yep, even when it's chilly outside. This takes 0 active physical effort, but it creates a total sensory reset, circulating out all that stale, heavy overnight air while you go get dressed. Third, grab a damp microfiber cloth and wipe the kitchen counter and stove. 3 minutes. This resets your kitchen to a clean baseline before the daily cooking and living even begins. Finally, swipe the bathroom sink. Just 1 minute, right after you brush your teeth, to wipe away water splashes and stray toothpaste before they have a chance to dry and harden. Think about how nice it is to walk into a bathroom later in the day that already looks pristine and guest-ready. 60 seconds is literally all that takes. And this brilliantly illustrates how we can easily maintain that lovely morning baseline throughout the day without breaking a sweat. First, reset the kitchen after every meal.
Just 3 minutes of wiping prep areas and loading a few dishes while you're finishing up cooking prevents that horrible, overwhelming post-meal chaos that makes you want to abandon the kitchen entirely. Next is the put it back rule. The scissors go back in the drawer, your shoes go back on the rack, the throw blanket gets folded. This takes literally 0 extra time, but it definitively stops a dozen misplaced items from snowballing into a massive weekend chore. Finally, the 2-minute rule. If you see a water ring on the coffee table or some crumbs under a dining chair and it takes under 2 minutes to fix, do it right now. Don't add it to a mental list. Don't tell yourself you'll get to it later. Just do it and let it go.
Section 4. The Evening Closer Checklists. As we transition to the end of the day, we really need to frame these evening habits not as exhausting nighttime cleaning, but as providing a peaceful, loving closure to your long day.
So the crucial mindset shift is this. Cleaning feels like work, but resetting feels like closure. This is what Japanese homemakers lovingly call the daily reset. It's the period at the end of the day's sentence. You aren't doing chores, you're putting your home to sleep so that it can take care of you tomorrow. Think about the massive psychological relief of going to bed knowing the house is calm, rather than knowing a mountain of dishes is waiting to ambush you at sunrise.
And once again, the magic number is 10. Just like the morning, this entire evening closure routine takes under 10 minutes total. It's the single practice with the absolute highest visible impact on how your home feels and functions. Yet, it's the one most people skip entirely because the couch is calling and Netflix is loaded up. But investing these 10 minutes is genuinely the greatest gift you can give to your future self.
So here are your evening closure steps. Step 1, reset the living areas. Spend 3 relaxing minutes putting cushions back in place, folding the throw blanket, and taking any rogue water glasses or tea mugs back to the kitchen. Step 2 is the final kitchen sweep. Take 3 minutes to wipe the counters and, this is crucial, completely dry the sink. Actually drying the stainless steel or porcelain sink with a dedicated cloth removes the standing moisture that harbors odor-producing bacteria overnight. This practically guarantees you wake up to a fresh-smelling, sparkling kitchen instead of a damp, musty one. Finally, step 3. Spend 2 minutes preparing for tomorrow. Prep the coffee maker, set out your favorite mug, maybe even lay out your clothes. It gives you an incredible, friction-free head start on the morning.
Section 5, your 14-day starter challenge. Let's move to how this builds into real action, because as we all know, information without action is really just entertainment. It's time to build the habit and experience the peace for yourself. To avoid feeling overwhelmed, I want you to focus purely on the 3 highest impact habits for the next 14 days. Don't try to do everything we talked about today all at once. Just pick these 3. For most people, the highest impact pain points are wiping down the kitchen counter daily, swiping the bathroom sink immediately after brushing, and completing that 10-minute evening reset before your head hits the pillow. Do these 3 things every single day for 2 solid weeks. Do not skip a day. Do not negotiate with yourself when you feel tired. Just do them, even if it feels kind of pointless or repetitive on day 2. By day 14, I promise you, you will absolutely notice how much quieter, calmer, and significantly more under control your home feels. The weekend will finally belong to you again. So, I leave you with this final provocative thought. Will you give your home 10 intentional minutes today? It's not about achieving some impossible magazine cover perfection. It's about treating your home as a restorative refuge rather than a heavy, endless responsibility. 3 mindful minutes is literally all it takes to start. Give it a try and watch just how quickly your home begins to take care of itself.